Hey guys, welcome back for another video. I'm sorry about not streaming the past day and today as well because yesterday I was just busy. I had work and then I had to go somewhere, and by the time I got home it was already midnight and I just didn't have time to stream. I figured you guys wouldn't be up to watching at that time anyway. And then today I worked in the morning, so I didn't have time to stream. And when I got home I tried to stream. I tried it twice and just kept on lagging, and it lagged me out. My screen actually froze. So then I had to unplug my PS4 and everything. So I thought it would just be better to make you a clip today and give you some tips on how to win solo squads, and give you some accuracy tips and some building tips as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I was going for a high kill game, so the battle bus started near paradise, so I figured a lot of loot should be a lot of people. So I went here thinking that there's gonna be a lot of people. Now, in solo squads, sometimes it's better to land in a building, that way, like multiple story buildings, that way you can separate yourself between the four teammates. And it's better to stay like towards the outside, or like stay in a room where you're not trapped, so they can't all four of them come through the door at once, and then it's a 4-on-1 and you have no place to build. So you just don't want to mess yourself up with that either. So to the surprise, there actually was no one at Paradise, even though it was at the beginning of the bus, and it's like the new Tilted after the update. So I was very disappointed in that, trying to go for a high kill game, and there's no one to kill. So I just looted up quick. It only took me a minute, as you can see by the storm time. I figured if they didn't go Paradise, they had to go retail because that was the next place that was on the battle bus's path. So I just headed over to retail real quick, and I ended up seeing all this build, so I knew someone was here. Now my loadout right now, I have a submachine gun as my shotgun basically to melt someone. The assault's for long range, and the pistol a silenced pistol or any silenced gun. I mean, they nerfed the silenced sub, so that's not as good anymore, but watch how I take down a few guys just before they even notice me with the silenced pistol. Sometimes silenced weapons, if you're going in solo, can be helpful because you can pick off a couple like I did right there, and now there's two down. Now it's a 2-on-1. And then that guy gets weak right away, and I kill him right there. So now it's a 1-on-1, and well, like 15 seconds I took out 3 guys with that silenced pistol, just because they have to take a second to realize where they're actually getting shot from. I don't even know how I get hit there. And then we just trade off. I thought I was mad low there. I thought I was like at least at 50, and he was shooting me with the sub, so I tried going for the headshots. I got him, but I could have missed, and I had a lot more health too. So see, right now I'm debating whether to keep the silenced pistol or not, because I just wiped out 2 guys with it without them even realizing. So I was really trying to keep it. Now I carry shields instead of bandages in squads because like shields help you out with the addition to health, and they also work as health. So like that way you're always going to have extra health. Even if you have bandages, you can only get up to 75, but you can always get up to 75 and then 100 if you have shields at 25, or you can even get up to 125 when your health is down. So that's when I find the med kit, so that was perfect, so I didn't have to go back and second guess myself on the bandages, because now I'm full. And small potions are just fast to pop mid-fight. Like say if you're fighting them long range and they pop you as they're pushing, you can heal up before all of them push at once. So then that way, when it comes down to the shotguns, you're not one shot onto 4 guys and they can just one pump you. So I hear shots to the north towards Dusty, but a bullet like flew by me on my screen, but I didn't even see it right there. But on my screen, it looked like a bullet flew by me, so I thought I was getting pushed from behind. Like there was no one there. So a few building tips for solo squads as well is if you're getting pushed by a squad, build up so then all of them build above you, and then you can drop down. So then when you're down, you you drop down and they're all above you, and then that gives you time to build like one by ones and just keep on editing through the walls and connect the one by ones and build roofs. So then you can edit through the like one by ones, so then they don't know which one you're gonna pop out of, and then you just pop out and get one, and sometimes you can open up the door and get one, and then edit it back and then pop out of it another way. You're just really looking to separate all four of them and not have all four of them shooting at you at once. You want to take on one at a time. So you just want to separate them and keep them from running through it together. So here, once again, I'm using the pistol. I actually crit this guy right here, and so now I know one's weak, and the other one I know has one shot of shield left. So I start to push because I think it's only two of them. And I didn't expect them to just stand there, so I didn't shoot at first. I was trying to get my guns right and everything. And then they started shooting. So high ground is always key, too. You gotta get the high ground first, because that's what they're gonna do. That's their instinct is gonna be to get the high ground. So I blocked them off, and they try and come back through. And see the mid battle shield helps. This guy's trying to figure out how it's connected, so I bang him. This guy jumps up. I had no clue, and I don't even see on this replay where that guy went, but pop up, and a heavy shotgun in solo squads is like needed. As you can see there, I just one pump both of them without even popping my head for more than a second. Keeps you well protected instead of having to shoot multiple shots with an AR while uncovered. And see, like, don't jump down from the high ground until you're sure you can get the kill, because high ground is so important in this game. It's ridiculous. Like, I knew that he would be shooting at the floor as soon as he started shooting, and he had two layers, so I knew I had time to jump down and shoot him. And sometimes, even if they go through the two layers, they'll still be looking up towards where they think you should be falling, and you can jump behind them and get that easy first shot on them, and hopefully you just one pump them. And if not, you already take off half of their health with the first pump. So now here I was thinking of still carrying the silenced pistol, but um, you always need meds. Like, you need to make sure you have meds in solo squads. Just as I've said, for the mid game, mid battle healing and stuff, just in case you get shot from somewhere, and you need to heal up quick so you're not one shot. A lot of explosives in solo squads is good too, because if all four of them are good builders, there's no way you're gonna outbuild them and get the high ground. There's just no way. One guy will shoot you down as the other one builds, and then two guys will be above you and two guys will be on the same level as you, and you'll be stuck trying to build walls and ceilings at the same time, and eventually they'll just hit you from either above you when you don't build the ceiling, or they'll hit you from the side while you're building the ceiling and not the wall. So C4s, stickies, rocket launchers are always good. So here with the rotation, I knew I knew, as you can see by the map, that I started in Paradise, so most likely there weren't people already in Paradise. So from the rotation, the people that should be behind me or just barely in front of me, like they're not going to be on the other side of the circle towards Paradise. So there was this one guy, I don't even know what the heck he was doing, but his shot, he thought I was still down low. And I just, you gotta take advantage of your shots. Like, see, like he had no idea where I was. See, now if that was like a squad and they're running like that, now that's where like a silenced weapon would come into play. You could wipe out one quick, and then you could probably wipe out two. If there was four, you could probably wipe out two before they even realize that you're above them. Especially getting the high ground when people don't realize you're getting the high ground is key, because your first reaction when you get shot is to build a wall, not a ceiling or like a floor above you. So you can shoot them and they'll build that wall, and it'll give you another 2-3 shots to hit them, since you have the high ground shooting over the wall. So here I see them split up, so that was perfect for me. I knew I had to take advantage quickly, so I took a rift in, because I knew I just had to go in while they were separated, so it's a one-on-one theoretically while each of them go. Now watch this play, like this is crazy. Like I got so scared right there, like I was like, wow, he really played me, bro. But nah, I built the stairs. I'm still not sure if in the new update the spike trap still goes through your stairs or not. So that's why I quickly built the floor instead of trying to pump them. Always knowing like how far away the teammates are from the guy is always an advantage towards you too, because like that way you know how much you can peek and stuff. Like there, I knew I could just stay in that on top of that one by one and take them on, because I knew no one was gonna be sniping me or anything from that team. So now we're up to 10 kills with 8 people left, and I go for the rift because I'm just trying to get kills. As I said at the beginning, I'm trying to get a high kill game. And the drop didn't work in my favor to get that high kill game, so I'm trying to make it up now by using rifts and killing the last guys. So I see two guys here. Now they're on the same ramp, so normally I wouldn't go for that because they're just both going to turn around and start pelting you. But I knew either they were just gonna stare at the rift and I was gonna be able to down one, and then the other one would go through the rift solo, or I could follow them like this and just come up from behind them anyway. So that's why I went after them, even though they were so close together. So see, so one went low, one went high, so now they're separate, so it's one-on-one again. You just want to create as many one-on-one matchups as possible. And building tips, like, just keep on getting high ground and reinforce. Like, if I was getting shot as I was building those floors, I definitely put the floor and then the cone on top of the floor, so then that way they have to shoot through 2 layers instead of just one to knock you down. They have to shoot through 2. See, that bounce pad was key, because he was gonna shoot me down again and I'd slide down to his level, but that bounce pad allowed me to get back up, connect to the mountain, and now I have my own little base going. I slid down from lag right there, so I was like so mad right there, and now see that now I'm trying to get the high ground back, just so I can get it, just so I can get everything right. Because when you have high ground, the game is in your court. Like, you can go as fast or slow as you want, because the guy's gonna just try to shoot you down, and you can just keep on rebuilding or try to get an angle on him, and he doesn't know where you're gonna pop out. Now there was 3 guys left and 1 guy died there, so I knew he was by himself and probably weak, so I pushed that immediately. So now see, after a whole game of squads, I only really took on maybe 2 full squads, because just the way that you go about running, like take like it's all about timing. Like you have to figure out what time or wait for them to split up, because you just can't rush into 4 guys. They're just gonna outbuild you, outshoot you. It's a lot more firepower. So you just gotta pick your time to strike. Maybe if that takes to follow them for 30 seconds to a minute, you just follow them and make sure you don't get seen, and then that way you can capitalize on their mistake of splitting up. So right now, I know the mountain's in the middle, so I'm just building up because it's a one-on-one, so he's gonna have to come to me right now. So I just build up. I'm not playing it like I'm scared. I'm playing it smart here because he could be anywhere. He could be in one of the buildings. He could be in one of the shacks. So I'm just building this to get his attention more than to hide in it. Like I don't know. My playstyle is just not like that. Like as soon as he like if he was to start shooting me right now, I'd start pushing. I'm not gonna hide in the space and wait. But like you can do that if you want. Like that's a good strategy. Like you can definitely win a game from a base. That's how you win. But I just like to push everything. Makes for better plays, better entertainment for you guys, and just a better playing experience than just sitting in a tower for years and years. So now I'm launch padding to try to either have him shoot at me or me find him, because I'm just getting bored. Like I'm not a patient guy. I just want to get into a battle. And building this base, I actually messed up. I suggest building it end game with like steel or stone, obviously, because it's just stronger once it's built. And then I forgot about the update where all the mats start at the same HP now too as well. So like, there's really no point to use wood if you're gonna stay in that build for a long period of time, because if it starts at the same build, even if they start shooting at it, it's gonna go down just as fast as if you use something else. Now here I wanted to shoot another rocket before I jumped, so then he'd be focused on the rocket and not be ready for me to come with the launch pad. See, now he's focused on the rocket, like, oh no, I gotta rebuild. He rebuilds the wall, and now see, he doesn't know where I am, all because I shot that rocket. He had to focus on that instead of me, and that gave me the opportunity to come in from behind. And that was just an easy 13 kill game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and just remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.